Well, hi everyone, and welcome to Community Journal. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. And as you can see, we have a new look, a nice fresh look behind us here, and we have to thank Jamie and all of her crew for doing such a beautiful job. I mean, what a gorgeous color they've chosen.
I love the shade of blue. It's perfect.
Yes,
It goes lovely with our outfits, Jack.
Does it make us look better?
Well, we look coordinated. Let's put it that way.
We look coordinated. The only thing is, if we don't wear blue, we won't be coordinated.
Well, we'll worry about that next time.
But no, really, it really is a fresh look to the studio, and we appreciate everybody who contributed.
Yes.
And it was very nice of them to do it. So thank you. And here we are in the middle of February already, and
the grass is green, and there's no sign of snow, and how lucky are we?
we are very, very lucky. Places have gotten snow. We have not gotten really any appreciable snow. The last storm we had did not have any snow in this part of the Cape. Some of the Cape did, but we didn't.
Right.
We did get some rain. I measured 3/4 of an inch this past night, but
Lots of puddles on the road. I was out last night, and it was pretty puddly.
Yeah, pretty puddly. Yes, it was. It came down pretty hard for a short time, but we have been lucky. So hey, I hope it continues. That's all we can say.
That's right.
We're
Keep
getting
those
there.
fingers
That's
crossed.
right. And of course, Valentine's Day is right around the corner. So just a reminder to those of you that might be involved with getting something special for someone special. Don't forget, Valentine's Day is right around the corner. So.
And it's always good to take your own advice.
Yes, it is. Thank you, Eileen.
You're welcome.
Our first spot today is a rather interesting one. You may not be familiar with a facility called the Latham Center. This is a very important facility we have in the area. This is a nonprofit 501(c) center for people with special needs. Now, I do not know anything about this place. I've heard the name, but really did not know exactly who they serve and where they serve. So we're going to learn a lot about the Latham Center this morning. Heather Kelsey is the Director of Development there, and she sat down with Dinah to let us know something about the Latham Center. So let's take a look at that now.
Hello, I'm delighted to be here today with Heather Kelsey, who is the Director of Development for the Latham Centers.
That's right.
And she is here to talk about the Latham Centers and their mission, and in particular, a new effort that is going on, actually not completely new, but a very successful effort that's going on to create a community center for the area. So, Heather, welcome.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
And can you tell us a little bit about the Latham Center, first of all, and who it serves, and just so that everybody will understand who it is we're talking about?
The Latham Centers is a residential treatment program and school. Our main campus is located in Brewster. We were established in 1970. On the main campus, we serve children ages 8 to 22, and I would say I think it's about 50-50 right now. 50% of our children have a diagnosis of Prader-Willi syndrome, which is a very rare and complex genetic disorder, which manifests itself, I guess the hallmark manifestation would be a ravenous appetite, where people with Prader-Willi syndrome never ever feel sated. They are, if you can imagine, the hungriest that you've ever been, and feeling that all the time. That is what they're one of the significant challenges for people with PWS. It also comes with a host of other emotional and behavioral issues that sometimes are similar to what you might think of with autistic behaviors. We also serve children who have significant trauma histories, or who have other complex special needs and maybe multiple diagnoses, such as reactive attachment disorder, autism spectrum disorder, things like that. So that is on our school in Brewster, which is on Main Street. And then in addition to our school program, we have an adult program where we serve approximately 50 adults in group homes that are spread out around Cape Cod and just over the bridge. We also have shared living situations where some of our adults live with host families in the community. And our adults, I think our oldest adult is 60 years old, and most of our adults are diagnosed with Prader-Willi syndrome, whereas our children, it's typically, you know, kind of half and half. Our adults, many of whom grew up in our children's program, some of whom came later on, but we just, you know, our goal is to compassionately, and our mission, to compassionately and creatively treat individuals with Prader-Willi syndrome and complex special needs to live vibrant, meaningful lives. And so we really try to make sure that all of the individuals in our program have all of the opportunities that anyone would want to have a really rich, diverse, vibrant life. And that's the work that we do. We are a world-renowned expert in the treatment of Prader-Willi syndrome, and also in the treatment of individuals with significant trauma histories.
It is a wonderful place, and full disclosure, I actually work with some of the adults in the residential adult program, a group called the Latham Players. And we were fortunate to be able to be asked to perform at the latest capital campaign event, which you were putting on for a community center, which you are beginning to create. And I'd like to know a little bit more about that. If you could talk about that effort, that would be great.
I think it was in 2013, Latham Centers acquired the former New England Fire and History Museum on Route 6A in Brewster from their Board of Trustees for $1, which was a, you know, really sizable and tremendous gift for us, because the building is, it was designed to house fire engines on the second floor. So it has very, very strong bones, although it's clearly in disrepair. But we are renovating it to create the Latham Community Center. Our main campus is at capacity. It is about, we can't pack anything else on there. And we really need facilities for our children and our adults. We need, you know, one of the core components of our programming is fitness, and we have no place for indoor fitness right now. We have like a track and a playground at the school, but the new facility will have a gymnasium, it will have a fitness center. It will have an auditorium and stage, which will be of special importance to our Latham Players. And so they'll have a home and a place to perform. And, you know, oftentimes Dinah does an exceptional job with our players group. And I love when we have special events like the press conference that we had last week to feature them, because I think it really highlights the work that we do. You know, to see them, it's really moving to watch them perform and to see the joy on their faces. And our families don't often get to go and see their adult children perform, because many of the venues that we perform in are nursing homes and churches. So it will be really, really special to have a home theater, an auditorium for, in which they can perform. We'll also have a vocational training center. Vocational training is also a really big part of the work that we do at Latham Centers. It will have an arts and crafts room, including a kiln. And what's really exciting is it will be the Latham Community Center for our children and our adults, but it will also be available to the greater Brewster community and to residents of neighboring towns. So a primary goal of this project is to offer an opportunity for our Latham community to integrate with the greater community, so that people can get to know the work that we do, they can get to know our individuals.
And it will be so enriching for our groups as well.
Oh yeah, it will be.
All of the Latham students and the residents who now are more isolated than they need to be. It would be wonderful to be able to integrate them more.
It's going to be incredible, and it'll be more opportunities for increased vocational opportunity. We, you know, we see our children and adults being able to have jobs in the community center. We've had some conversations with local theater groups about giving them the opportunity to perform in our auditorium, and we imagine that our individuals be able to work the front of the house and to be ushers or to distribute programs. So it's really exciting. It's really very badly needed at Latham. You know, another exciting piece for our adults. as I mentioned before, many of whom have grown up on the campus, they move off to group homes and they are away from the clinicians and the educators that they grew up with and formed relationships with. And this is a way to sort of connect them all back to the Latham community. And also, we hope the greater Cape special needs population. So we hope that it'll be a hub for capabilities in Cape Cod CAN. We recently received a grant, which we announced at this press conference, for $50,000 from the Cooperative Bank of Cape Cod, which is an extraordinarily generous grant, to fund a fiscal literacy program. And that will be geared toward our transitional students who are age 22 through our adults, to have them have some, many of them are working, they're all working in some capacity, but to have control over their finances, to understand how that works, and just to give them greater independence. And that really is one of our goals. So that's an exciting thing that will happen once the community center is up and running. And we hope to make that curriculum portable so that we can offer it to other special needs agencies, or to have them come to our community center and to get that fiscal literacy training as well.
Well, it's a wonderful, wonderful effort, and I'm so glad it's going so well, of course. And the Latham players are very excited about it themselves, because they are looking forward to being able to have a place where they can perform.
They often ask about when it's going to be ready, and I always say that a capital campaign is a marathon, not a sprint, and especially for Latham, because this is really the first major gifts initiative of this type that we have undertaken. And so we sort of had to simultaneously cultivate donors at this while soliciting them for gifts. And it's been very, very positive and encouraging. The response has been incredible. We have many of our families have embraced this campaign and have given to the best of their ability. 100% of our board of directors, 100% of our senior staff, admin and directors have pledged to the campaign. The staff is really enthusiastically behind it and behind the fundraising effort. And we recently had a local family pledge $250,000 as a challenge match to the community, to kind of create some urgency and to help us get to the finish line. And it was an extraordinary gift, probably the largest gift in Latham's history. And it's just a couple that, our mission really resonated with him, and it's so rewarding, to know that.
I think the mission really does inspire passionate commitment on the part of many people whose personal lives are touched, and just many people who are so supportive of this kind of programming. And it's wonderful to see.
It's really heartening
Very
to
exciting.
see, and it really reinforces. I think everyone feels energized at Latham by the response, because it's very rewarding to know that the work that we do has resonated with so many.
Right. Well, thank you so much, Heather, for coming in.
Thank you.
And we're actually going to close with a clip of the Latham Players performing at the recent Capital Campaign event.
You know, what a wonderful place, and they are doing
That was
so much. Yeah.
moving. Oh, beautifully done. Great job.
They're in the middle of a capital campaign right now,
Yes.
and you know, facilities like this, it is very costly for them to run, and
And it's so needed, and it's so
Yeah.
appreciated. They did such a wonderful job.
yeah, really,
Yeah.
just wonderful to see those folks being so productive. It's just wonderful. That was great. That was a really nice piece,
It
and
was. Nice
you know,
job, Dinah and Heather.
yeah, and help support them. They really could use it.
Yeah.
They really could. Okay, we have something for you to mark your calendars with, and that's at the Chase Free Library, that little library in West Harwich. They're at number 7, Route 28 in West Harwich. Paul Campricos, an American writer of mysteries and adventure stories, will be speaking at Chase Library on Tuesday, February 20th at 2 p.m. He is a Shamus Award-winning author of 6 underwater detective thrillers, and has been co-writing with Clive Cussler and the Numa Files novels, which focus on Kurt Austin, head of Numa's Special Assignment Team, and his adventures. Join us for an entertainment talk and lively question and answer. Chase Library holds an ongoing book sale featuring a great selection of hardcover and paperback books. The sale is held during library open hours. Stock up on some good reads, and you can have them on hand for a snowy day. Even if we don't get snow, you could still have some good reads.
Take your own snow day. Even if it's not snowing.
Even if it's not snowing, you'll still have some good books, and they do have a great selection of books there. The Chase Library is located at 7 Route 28 in West Harwich, and their library hours are Tuesdays 10 to 4 and Saturdays 10 to 2, and the parking is behind the restaurant next door. So that's a great, that sounds like a great talk.
It does.
And yeah, with a good question and answer period afterwards. So that would be a good take. So try and get there. And again, that's on February 20th at 2 p.m.
Very nice.
Eileen, you've got something there.
Yes, the Council on Aging is very busy. All of the announcements I have here are through them. One is Movie Day. The Zookeeper's Wife will be shown on Tuesday, February 13th at 2 p.m. It stars Jessica Chastain, and it is an amazing film detailing the inspirational true story of the Warsaw, Poland zookeeper Antonina Zabrinska and her husband Jan, who made the courageous decision to hide and save 300 Jews marked for eventual death in the Warsaw Ghetto. I've seen this, and it's a marvelous, marvelous movie, and it's a true story. Light refreshments will be served. There's no charge, but as always, donations are gladly accepted. However, pre-registration is required, so you need to call 508-430-7550 if you would like to see this movie, and it's a wonderful movie. It really is. Tuesday, February 13th, 2 p.m., and I believe it must be here at the Community Center. All right.
Very good. Do you have another one there? 'Cause,
I do.
Yeah, okay, why
Yes,
not?
I have several.
Yeah, you do.
Yes.
As do I.
I'll just keep talking. So what's new? I know. You don't have to say it.
I was going to say that, but I won't.
No. Remember, February 14th is around the corner.
Yes, I will remember that.
Device advice for drop-in technology assistance is available through the COA, and it's in collaboration with Brooks Free Library and the COA here in Harwich. It's going to be held on Tuesday, February 20th from 9 to 10 a.m. Device advice is your chance to sit down with someone from Brooks Free Library to answer basic questions about your personal device. I might take my new Kindle Fire there. Each meeting is 5 to 15 minutes long and is open to any type of device, an iPad, an e-reader, iPhone, laptop, whatever. Device advice is perfect if you want an overview, need help downloading books, or have a question about how to do something. Please note this is not a device repair service, and they cannot remove bugs or any malware. Think of it as a friendly personal consultant who is here to provide free assistance. Wow.
That is a great service. It really is.
And it's a walk-in service. You don't even need to register.
Wow.
That's great.
Yeah.
Tuesday, February 20th, 9 to 10 a.m.
Great opportunity.
Yes.
That's for sure.
Yes, I may take advantage myself.
Very good. There is a great play going on at the Cape Cod Theater Company, the home of the Harwich Junior Theater right now. We went by there the other day, and it looks like it's going to be a smash hit. It's called Really Rosie.
It got a fabulous review in the Times.
It did. It got an incredible review in the Times. This is a great opportunity to see Morris Sendak's Really Rosie, and this is with music by Grammy Award winner Carole King. So it has a lot of her music in it. And this is being directed by Tammy Hopper, and we know what a great job she does.
Yes, we sure do.
And musical direction by Bob Wilder.
Who also does a great job.
He does a great job. And choreography by Suzette Hutchinson. So, I mean, you've got an
Wow, it's a
all-star.
trifecta.
You've got, yeah, it really is. You've got an all-star team running this show. And it's going to be from February 2nd, so it's already going, to the 25th. Friday evenings at 7 p.m., Saturday and Sunday matinees at 2 p.m., and vacation matinees Tuesday through Thursday. I think that means Tuesday through Thursday.
I think so too, February 20th, 21st,
Yep,
22nd.
at 2 p.m. So
Yes.
the 20th, the 21st, and the 22nd at 2 p.m. So you can call the box office at 508-432-2002, and or you can go on their website, which is thecapecodtheatrecompany.org. And of course, they're at 105 Division Street in West Harwich. And again, that's Really Rosie at the Cape Cod Theatre Company, home of the Harwich Junior Theatre.
If you're looking for something to do during February vacation, there it is.
There's a great opportunity right there. Okay, you have something else to do there, Eileen.
Yes, again, from the Council on Aging. A women's breakfast is going to be held here at the Community Center on Friday, February 23rd at 9 a.m. Come join them for breakfast in the multi-purpose room at the Harwich Community Center with special guest Dr. Kelly Taylor, a holistic practitioner who promotes personal empowerment, health, and wellness. And we could all use a little dose of that. Pre-registration is required by February 21st. Call 508-430-7550 to register. There isn't a charge, but again, donations are always gladly accepted.
Very good.
Yes.
And I know you announced this last week,
I
but we
did.
just want to remind you again, there's a lot going on here at the Community Center during February vacation.
Amazing. And there's also February vacation special activities and family events, which are on the back side of this. So this is an important piece of paper to pick up here at the Recreation Center. And also, I think, out front at the Community Center. If you have children or you have grandchildren that will be coming to visit, there's lots to do that week.
And we also announced this last week, February vacation at the Brooks Free Library.
Another
There's an awful lot going on there, too.
Yes.
So, you know, there is no excuse to have kids idle during February vacation. There's plenty of things to do. And yeah, whether it be here or at the library, there's always something going on. That's
There's
for sure.
no need to hear, "I'm bored."
That's for sure.
Yes.
Okay. We're going to repeat a spot that we did last week because we think it's really important. The Community Center update, we're going to give you an update because there is going to be one thing we're going to mention even before we run this piece, and then we'll follow it up with a couple of others. Ruthie Larkin, the Beantown Medium. Now, in celebration of the 18th anniversary of this facility, we've invited Ruthie Larkin back to the Harwich Community Center. She's going to be here Thursday, February 15th at 6 p.m. Now, this is limited seating for this. The tickets are $10 per person. Tickets will also be sold at the door for $15. Now, this is quite a show. She'll go around in the audience, and she will, she is a medium, so she'll go around selecting members of the audience as the spirits connect to her. So this is a great opportunity. It really is. She
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it really does sound like a lot of fun. I remember years ago, I actually took part in one of these, and it's really quite something.
I was with you.
I think you were.
Yes,
Yeah, was
yeah.
that at school?
Yes,
And
yeah.
These folks really know what they're doing.
Yes,
really
they do. They got us doing things that were pretty interesting, and he was the principal of the school at the time, and I was the principal's wife. It was interesting.
We won't tell any more about that.
No, it was fine, but
It was
yeah.
fine. But no, really, this is a great opportunity to have a very, very interesting evening and a fun evening. It's the 18th anniversary of the Community Center, Thursday, February 15th. But they're going to talk more about that with the Community Center update. So let's take a look at that right now.
Hello.
Oh my.
I'm here with Carolyn Carey of the Harwich Community Center, again, with our update of the month. And we have some wonderful things here on the table, Carolyn. It looks like pieces of artwork. You want to talk a little bit about that?
Sure. Well, as you know, the community center turns 18 in February.
Ah,
So,
18th anniversary.
Our 18th anniversary. It's hard to believe, but exciting. So for that, everybody deserves a little party. So we're going to have a few different events here at the community center for the town. And what you were speaking of is something that we're trying for the first time.
Yes.
We're going to look for fairy doors in town. So we've created some fairy doors. There are 11 of them, which will be scattered around town. And this is Finley. She lives here at the community center.
So she will stay here?
So she'll have a house here.
Oh, her own house.
She has a lovely home. So Finley has 11 friends who came to visit her, but you're going to have to match the fairies with where the houses are located around town. So you pick up a little map here on February 8th, and we give you from the 8th until the 20th. So you can do all in one day, you can do one a day, whatever you feel like doing, whatever works for you and your parents, or if the parents are doing it, whatever works for you. And then we're going to come here on the 20th, and you'll bring in your map that tells us which fairy lives at which house. And we'll have a little party with some fairy cupcakes and some exciting things. And then we'll watch a movie, a free movie for everybody. So that's our little fairy door event that's happening. And this is the flyer for that. You'll see this around town. And we'll have it on our website, but look for the Fairy Door Scavenger Hunt flyer. So that's coming up. You can pick up all the information on the 8th, right around the corner.
And the fairies who match the homes are here at the community center?
Yes, you'll get on your map, you'll get a picture of the houses, and you'll get a picture of fairies, and then you'll get a map that just has some X's, so you'll have to find that this house is at the community center, the store. It isn't. That's not the one. Little tip for you. And then you'll bring them back once you've matched it up on the 20th. So it should be fun for everyone.
That sounds very fun, and really they are things of beauty.
Well,
and I understand that you have made most of them
yourself.
yourself.
Thanks.
Is that right?
I did. It was a lot of fun. I think
it's a great idea and
you can have
beautifully executed.
Some fun with it. So we're looking forward to finding all the fairy doors in town.
Yes. Yeah.
We'll see if it takes off and we can do it again.
The hunt is on.
The hunt almost on. Exactly. Good point. So then the next thing we're doing, I'm going to just hold the flyer up, is the Beantown Medium. You've heard of the Long Island Medium, maybe she's on TV. Well, this is someone from Boston, the Beantown Medium, and we've had her here before, and she sold out in 2 days. So she is a medium. She does a great job. We will have that on February 15th at 6 p.m. in the multi-purpose room, and tickets are $10. And you do need a ticket. If we have any left on the day of the event, they will be on sale at the door for $15. But as I said, the last time she was here, she sold out in 2 days.
And the way to get tickets is?
You can come into the community center, or you can call the community center.
Okay, so there's not an online option for this one?
There is not an online option for this one.
All right. Good to know.
Yes, very good to know.
Great.
We'll work on that.
And does she call people up from the audience?
She does. She actually walks around the audience, so she gets a vibe while she's walking around. She did quite a few people the last time she was here, which was about, I think about 4 years ago. So it's been a while. So, and I know the people that came really enjoyed it last time. So we thought we would bring it back. Just a fun time, a nice evening out. So there's approximately 100 tickets, just so people know, but they will go fast. So if you're interested, please give us a call, stop in, sign up, Beantown Medium. Kind of excited.
Yeah, well, that does sound like fun.
Well,
Good
then there's
midwinter
exactly,
activity.
a little
right?
break.
Yep.
And then, of course,
Yes.
there's another week, so we have to do something else. So we're going to do our indoor farmers market.
Oh, great.
So that'll be in the multi-purpose room, and we're signing up vendors right now. We already have several of them, but it will be a free market for both the vendors and the people who are interested in coming in. We're looking for anyone who might want to sign up to give us a call. But
Give us a little taste of spring to come.
exactly,
Yeah.
and people are selling not only produce and things, but they have dry goods, and so I think it'll be pretty interesting. So that is on Thursday, February 22nd, my goodness,
Okay.
from 3 to 6 p.m. in the multipurpose room.
Great, and it's free for everyone.
Free,
Free
of
for
course.
all.
We're
It'll be
trying
a free-for-all.
a free-for-all.
Hopefully not, but
That's
it
right.
will be fun nonetheless, and really exciting to see who all is around.
So that's how we're going to celebrate our birthday or
Excellent.
anniversary, whichever
Yeah,
you prefer.
Yeah.
And the other thing, if I can just steal for 1 minute, is that when you come into the building, everyone gets a present on their birthday or anniversary, don't they?
Yes.
So here, one of our presents is that at each door, there is now monitors that will tell you what is happening in the different rooms in the community center. Before, there was just one sign handwritten at the front that you'd have to come to and see where your room is. We are now trying to make sure that we are more user-friendly and that people can come in and see. We have posters or flyers that run on the opposite side of the schedule, and we've gotten great feedback
So
about
it's
that.
electronic monitors. It's
3 of
like
them.
TVs.
Exactly,
Okay.
that are reading just what that one day's events are.
I see.
So, and it absolutely could not have been possible without Jamie from Channel 18. She's amazing. So we are really trying to make it easier for everyone, and so appreciate everything she did to help us.
Yes.
It
Oh, that
was
Jamie.
great.
She's
Yes.
so full of wonderful, wonderful things to do.
She
So, yeah.
is. And the other thing is we are having some signs made,
Signs.
directional signs, so that if you come in, you'll know which rooms.
In the building.
Yes.
Oh,
so,
excellent.
So there's a lot happening.
Yeah.
We recently sent out a survey to everyone in the wait room, asking them for feedback on how their experience is, welcoming them if they're a first-time joiner. You know, in January we get a lot of new people. So we're just trying to see what we can do better in there.
Yeah, I just got that letter. It was
Oh.
very nice.
Thanks.
liked
See,
it.
I didn't
It
make
was
it up.
very
I really
welcoming.
sent that out. Oh,
Yeah, it
good.
was very welcoming. And,
Well, we
and
hope that you'll give us some feedback because
Yes.
we do want to improve things. It's important that at 18 you don't just sit back. You just got to dive in and say, what can we do better now?
your life is just beginning.
It is, and that's how we feel about the building. It's just beginning.
Yes.
So there's a lot of changes. The next thing that will be coming up is starting in March, we start sending out the room reservations, and there'll be a survey in that as well, asking the public and the people that use the building how we're doing. And then we're going to make one general survey asking everyone who uses the building for feedback on what we can do better. So we are seeking public input
Yes.
and really, really hope that you will take a minute and just give us a call if you don't want to fill it out, or fill it out, drop it off. But really, we want to make some improvements that help you. So
when does the room reservation period begin?
it's on the fiscal year, but which would
Which
start
is
July 1.
July 1st. Okay.
So we send them out because it's a kind of a process. People fill out the applications, then we put them in the computer. We also use a book, and we get, as you can imagine, hundreds of reservations.
Many.
Yes,
Yeah, I'm
so there's well over 100 different organizations using the building, and they all use them for multiple times. So, and then of course we utilize the Recreation Department and the Council on Aging, getting their events into the building first. So there's a lot that goes into it, but that's why it's thriving, because we have so many people who want to use the building.
It
So
is. It is
I'll-
thriving. It's wonderfully active.
we can give you more information on the March letters that are going out on our next visit.
our next
here.
update.
Exactly. I don't want to give it all away here.
Well, certainly not, and you
So-
couldn't, because there's so much to talk about. Every month there's so much to talk about. So thank you so much, Carolyn, for coming in, and happy birthday.
Oh, it is
Happy
my
birthday
birthday
to all.
too. I'm just saying.
Today?
No, in February. I celebrate with the community center. That's how I got the job. I'm
Of course.
kidding, I'm kidding.
Of course.
But before we go, can I just say one thing? Be careful out there. Sometimes it is slippery. The custodial staff at the community center does a fabulous job trying to keep the walkways open.
they
And
do.
so I wanted to just take a minute to thank them and say, be careful.
Thank you, Carolyn. See you next month.
Well, I'll tell you, Carolyn knows what's going on around here. She's
Wow,
the prime
well,
mover.
I was
and,
just going to say,
you know,
yes.
This, the ferry door is, let's see, now open, February 8th. So it started already, and the packets are due back February 20th. So be aware, you can see these packets, you can see this around town. Be looking out. All around
How
town.
fun is this?
This is a lot of
Oh,
fun.
my goodness.
And you know, those little things that have been built are just gorgeous. And
Carolyn built every one of them
every
herself.
one of them,
Yeah,
yes. And
yeah.
you have one other thing that's going on
Yes,
as well.
they did mention the indoor farmers market here at the community center. It'll be a celebration of local food on Thursday, February 22nd, 3 to 6 p.m. in the multi-purpose room. And vendors are welcome. You can sign up at the front desk. So
Well, and
there
don't,
you go.
And don't forget the Beantown Medium on the
Yes.
15th. So
Yes.
just all kinds of things going on, and that's, you know, it's just great.
it's very hard to be bored here in Harwich. Very difficult.
That's for sure. Folks, that is our show for this week. We really appreciate you joining us, and on behalf of all of us here at Channel 18, we hope you have a good week.
Yes, and please take advantage of everything going on around this great town of ours.
Bye-bye for now. Take care.